flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You. We got the roll call here. I'm here. Uch is here. Kevin, Ethel, Keith, Kearney. Nicely. O'Farrell. I don't see Emma's name up there.
No.
My name's been there for
Oh my goodness.
I will make sure it's up there.
Thank you.
Never actually had, but I will add it.
All right. I need a motion to approve the agenda, and then we're going to do additions, deletions. So don't we do a motion second and then do it?
No, you do additions and
Right.
deletions to the agenda, and then you approve the agenda.
Yeah.
But you're gonna add an agenda item.
After 8 years, I'll get this down.
I
sooner or
know.
later.
It takes time. I've been here 20.
All right, so additions or deletions to the agenda. We have an addition for a voting motion. Oh, my goodness.
We need, so someone needs to make a motion to add.
Rucha, you want to make that?
So and this will be an action item?
Yes, do you see it? Did you get one of these down there?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
would like to make a motion to add a motion to allow placement of sponsorship banners. And then we need a second.
Second.
Okay, and so what we're going to do is,
I move to recommend to the Township Board that it issue a permit pursuant to Section 184-9B3 of the Groseal Code of Ordinances and allow the Groseal Youth and Recreation Association to display banners at location recognizing sponsors who have contributed to the association's support of the youth sports. I know that says Gyra, but we're going to add geese in there too.
but what we're doing is the motion is to add it to the agenda.
Yes.
And this is the motion we are adding.
Yes.
And then when we get to the agenda, of course, that's when we'll discuss and vote on the item.
So with that, it's an addition, right?
Yes?
There is no deletions. I had a motion. I need a second.
Marissa,
Second.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Boom. Right?
Right, and then you say, is there anything
Else.
else
Is there anything else?
to add or delete?
No? So then we just need to approve it.
And then what you do is I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Is that you saying that, Uta?
Yes, I shall make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second.
I'll second.
Second. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I am often my own echo chamber.
Best person.
All right, so now I need a motion to approve the minutes from the March 9th, 2023 meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Keith, second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No. Motion carries. We're zipping through this. Greg Maring, you got a presentation for Groseal High School lacrosse. Welcome, sir. Please state your name and your address.
My name's Greg Myring. Address is 7958 Coventry, Groseal. I'm here to talk to everyone here about a tournament that we're going to try and start up on Groseal. We're going to call it the Downriver Lacrosse Duel. There'll be 4 local lacrosse teams playing, be 4 games. We'd like to do it Saturday, June 3rd, which is the Saturday of Island Fest. It would be no cost for admissions. Anybody could come and watch. Fastest game on 2 feet. Just would really like to promote the sport downriver. They've added 2 teams this year. Allen Park has added a team. Woodhaven has added a team. Those 2 teams will be coming to the tournament. There was also talk of maybe 3 other teams downriver joining the sport. They're not saying who it is yet, but I guess we'll see. But that's my spiel. As most of you know, I'm short.
Okay, where's it going to be held at, the tournament?
It's going to be held on the high school football field.
Okay, have you approved that
first-
to the schools?
I'm sorry?
Have you approved that to the schools?
Yes.
Okay.
First game starts at 10 a.m. Then the second game would be at 11:30. Then the third game would be for third place, and then the fourth game would be for first place at 2:30. And the four schools playing would be Grosse Ile, Allen Park, Woodhaven, and St. Mary Catholic Central.
Greg, can you talk a little bit about your clinic coming up as well?
Yeah.
Flyer just got posted on social media.
I don't remember the dates, though, to be honest with you. But, again, this summer we're running 2 4-day clinics on the Grosse Ile High School football field. It's for middle school students, kind of introduce them to the sport of lacrosse. Had a great turnout the past few years, usually 30, 40 kids coming out to play. I've heard that they've enjoyed it. Got some positive feedback from it, and now we're starting to see the fruit of our labors where the kids are coming and playing for high school. This year we actually have 32 kids on the team. If we would have had a few more, we could have had a JV team. And the kids are playing really well so far. We're 3-0. We've got another home game this Monday coming up. We play Grosse Pointe North at 6 o'clock. So come on out and watch us play. Yep, that's it.
There we go.
And Greg, the clinic, is that only for middle school? Because I did have an elementary school mom ask.
I'm pretty lenient on that in the sense that, if the kids, I don't want to say big enough because it sounds bad, but some kids are able to, yeah, I'll take whoever wants to play. It's just
Okay.
typically we don't get elementary kids, so I kind of cut it off at middle school, but I don't have a problem with it as long as it's not an insurance issue.
And that flyer's on social media too.
It will be. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we have this one's, I'll put on tomorrow.
I actually just emailed it to you and Mr. Oakler, so.
Perfect.
So I have some questions, or a lot more of comments. So the first game starts at 10 a.m. at the high school, right?
Yes.
That's the time the parade starts on Macomb Street. Are you going to need traffic control? Are there parents that are going to volunteer?
No, I think we'll be fine.
Drive and Macomb?
Yeah. I don't think that it'll be an issue with the lacrosse players
Sorry.
and the fans that are coming. No.
Do that lineup in the high school parking lot?
Yeah, we do the lineup for the Island Fest parade.
Okay.
That kicks off at 10.
Which
Do
takes
you
up
want-
the
I can,
whole
you know-
parking
It does
lot.
take up the whole parking lot, so
I can change it to 11.
That
Yeah.
would be great.
yeah, let's get that switched so there's
Can I borrow
no
someone's pen?
there's no
got a
conflict in
bunch
that
of them.
parking lot. I do worry because it's a zoo. Yep.
Plus, then, people could go to the parade and then go right to there, too.
Game,
Yeah.
You move everything back.
That would be great.
Yeah.
See, Greg used to be on the rec commission, so he knows how these things work.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he left us.
And I don't know if you guys saw Santa was at the game Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw him.
Unfortunately, Coach made a bad bet, lost. Had
That
to
must have
dress
brought
up
him
as
good luck
Santa.
because they won.
What's
Follow
that?
them on
Oh
social
yeah,
media.
I'll dress up as Santa anytime they win. Shouldn't say that though. Now they're going to hold me to it, but no, the kids are playing. They're playing really well. They really are.
Well, once that last game or game 4 wraps up, get them down here to ride some rides and get
You know,
the parents down here to.
Chad, that's the idea. You're bringing off island people to the island.
Yeah,
They're going to
I'm all for
experience
it.
the island. They're going to experience Island Fest. Hopefully we can get some people that are looking for something a little bit different to do. Maybe during Island Fest they can come watch a game too.
Sure.
So
Maybe we can get him a flyer so you can send it out to all your folks.
Yeah, well,
coming.
once the schedule's finalized, which
Yeah.
will be done this weekend, we'll give you a handful of them, and you can have a stack sitting down there or something, what's going on. And, of course, we want to let them use Macomb Street, spend some money down there in that business district.
definitely.
I was saying, maybe we can electronically, because maybe he could blast it out to all the teams
Yes.
that are coming.
I can send it to the coaches.
Yeah.
And they
So he
can send it
share
to
with
their,
his
their
families
players
and players,
families
yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah, most
Any
definitely.
questions or comments for Greg?
It's great.
I think it's great, too. We're excited.
I appreciate you having me. I'm glad we caught this. Because that would have been a real.
Are you going to be adding a middle school lacrosse team by chance?
That's.
Just saying.
I would
Elementary, middle
You
school.
know, I would love to.
To give blood, I don't think they can.
I would coach every team that they would let me coach. I mean, I love the sport. I've been doing it a long time. It's just, I love the sport. If there was a middle school team, I would coach it.
Oh, So are you gonna put one together for next year? I'm just asking.
I would need a parent probably to help me
Oh,
do it.
okay.
You know,
I'm
is what-
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a new school board member.
No.
Is there such a thing as women's lacrosse?
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Oh, they can play too.
Yeah. There.
I know my sisters both played, but they were in a Catholic school.
I don't believe there's any downriver. I could be wrong, but I'm kind of added the women's part of it. But I know Grosse Ile tried to do it one year. Didn't have. It just didn't work out. But yeah, women play lacrosse. It's a little bit different. You know, the guys are a little bit more
Aggressive.
aggressive. Controlled aggression.
Okay.
But yeah.
The women are like, nah,
Well,
I
it's-
wanna
So
get- I wanna
Ethel
get
was
drunk.
laughing. She,
Well, I always say lacrosse is a combination of soccer, hockey, and football. You know, because it combines all that.
Yeah.
Word on the street is we're trying to, somebody wants to see fencing brought to Grosse Ile. You know, where the knives or swords.
I would love to bring fencing. I've been trying for years. I cannot find an instructor.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Which
a
face.
world-class fencing program. One state does too.
I reached out to Wayne State. Nobody would get back to me.
Really?
Because I tried to bring it.
Ohio, we had that in our rec.
Yeah,
My
I just
sister
thought.
fenced for U of D.
Okay, so I'll have to. Yeah.
Sounds kind of bougie. Fencing on Grosse Ile. All
Something
right.
different. Not everybody's, wants to play football or baseball
How are your
or
girls?
soccer.
Joanna graduates this year, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh.
Elizabeth got married, and Robin, my oldest, she's teaching. So yeah, I'm getting old. I don't think people believe me. I'm 39 anymore. So
In dog ears.
Oh my God.
I said that loud. Oh. Greg,
that
thank
hurt
you so
right here,
much.
right here, Chad.
Anything you need from us, we're here to support this.
Rec Commission's always been supportive.
When are the games, the actual games,
There was.
the schedule? I know there's one last night or something.
It's
wasn't
on
there?
GI Red Devils.
Yeah, it is.
We have a game Monday.
There's like 10 more
Yeah,
home
like 12
games.
home games total.
Are they on like a specific night? Or I know you can't. So no.
There's
you
one Monday,
Monday,
though,
Wednesday,
yeah.
Thursday, Friday. We got a Saturday night game.
And the cost to come to a game?
It's
Free.
free.
Oh, they're free. Okay.
Yeah. But you have to buy a 50-50 ticket.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm in.
But it's not very long either. I mean,
No,
it's
it's
like
about
an hour and a half. Yeah.
But it's fast. It moves.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
That was my first one. It was fun.
Thank you. Any other questions for Greg or? Nope.
Greg, I'll wait for the updated flyer too. I won't post anything
I
until.
actually emailed it to you. I was sitting over there,
Yep.
so
I'll wait for the new
disregard
one.
that
You got it.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Greg.
everybody. Have a great
You
night.
have a good night. Have a good holiday. That was our presentation. Any public comment? Megan, I hate to throw you under the bus. Come up here for a second. All right. Just say your name and where you're from into the microphone. And
Hello, my name is Megan Trevino. I live at 25631 Meridian Road.
I know Megan's kind of interested in the Rec Commission, and that's one of the reasons that brought her here tonight. And do you have kids in the schools? I know all the answers, but
I do. I have a middle schooler and an elementary, two boys.
Where'd you grow up, Megan?
Oh, I grew up here. Yeah, I've been away for a while, but I'm back. So
okay, because we're looking for new blood all the time, and
Yeah.
it's a good commission to be on. We're a lot of fun. I mean, we have our serious moments, and we're involved. Excuse me, involved in a lot of stuff. But I just wanted to bring you up here. And
thanks. I mean, if you'll have me, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So
any questions for Megan?
Do we have a vacancy?
We do.
Oh, wow.
I think we have
I'm going to sit
two.
a little closer.
We are. Yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, action items. Here we go. I will read this.
You do public comment though.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
I'm making up. Yeah.
that
All
was,
right. I didn't know if Patrick wanted to come up
Oh.
or. You good?
Good.
What?
Get me outside.
I told her, you don't have to talk. And you bring her up.
Okay, so our only action item tonight.
shall I?
Sure.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I would like to make a motion that the Community Recreation Commission recommend to the Township Board that it issue a permit pursuant to Section 184-9B3 of the Grosse Ile Code of Ordinances and allow the Grosse Ile Youth Recreation Association and the Grosse Ile Soccer Association to display banners at Gyra and Giza events, recognizing sponsors who have contributed to the associations in support of youth sports. Second,
I'll second.
and then we can discuss.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it out there that this wording, this verbiage did come from the township attorney,
Correct.
so that everybody's aware of that. It's not something that Kim just made up on a whim or.
Remember at the last meeting, I said by this meeting, I will have the verbiage. I know I've talked to a lot of commissioners. Patrick, you've been after me for 6 years now. Here we are. So, and you know, my recreational opinion is, you know, without these guys, rec will probably never be able to handle any youth sports. Budgetarily, they're struggling with volunteers, all the sports. So I think at this point, we really need to support Gyra and Giza both and allowing them to get the monies that they need to take care of what they need to take care of. We've granted the land over there across the street to support them. I think we charge you $1. I don't know what was arranged, but I don't think I've received $1. Not that I need $1. Yeah, so, but every year with the township attorney, we prepare what's called a land user agreement. It's just a standard agreement, so we're all on the same page, and I would like to put this verbiage into that land user agreement presented to Gyra and Giza both. And in all the years I've been here, we've not had one problem between either organization, so.
Would we want to include football too?
Gyra includes football
Okay,
as well,
okay.
all the sports.
I just didn't know if we were,
Yeah, that, you know, we do one, we do all, so.
I didn't know if that was, you needed to.
Yeah, it's
Specify.
it's all the Gyras and the Gisas. So
Okay.
I guess as long as it's under the Gyra or Giza umbrella.
that is
It
correct.
can be.
Okay.
Yeah, and the only thing, the other language that, and I know we had discussed this at the last meeting, that, you know, I believe the CRC does need to be involved in some way, shape, or form. We want you to raise money and do what you have to do, but I know the concern of the board was, you know, making sure that the CRC and the board, we didn't display any, you know, obscene banners. I don't feel that that will happen. I've been through this process in Ohio, but I know the board was, you know, adamant that we make sure all the displays are you know, professional and proper.
Pat, come on up here
Yeah,
for a
come on
minute.
up.
Yeah.
Patrick McGrath, 17548 Meridian. In the code as it's written today,
Yeah.
it says that you need a permit, but you also need approval.
Yes.
So anything will have to be approved, and we'll go through whatever body
Yep.
you request.
Yep. So,
And just to give a little background, because this kind of underscores some of the conversations we're having in the community, we are a very small township. We don't get a lot of money from the state in terms of, you know, our recreation department exists only because there is a specific millage for it. Centennial Farm exists only because we have a special millage for it. All of the activities that we want to enjoy for ourselves, we have to find a way to make them sustainable. And so it's really imperative on all of us to work together to enable each other to raise the funds in any ways that we think are acceptable to continue offering our services. So that's one of the reasons why I think it's very important that recreation continues to work outside of recreation with community groups like Giza, Gyra, and like even school groups like Greg's lacrosse team, because we all need each other.
Thank you.
so once, after the vote, then it will go to the township board. Anuta will, you know, she's here, and that's kind of goes to the next level. And then once that's approved, I'll put that into the user agreements. Well, I'll probably put it in the user agreement, then send it to the
town,
board.
because it won't come, I mean, we have a meeting Monday, it won't make it to Monday.
Yeah, it'll
but
be the next.
next
probably the
meeting in fourth
Monday of
Monday
April.
of April.
Sure.
Yep.
So are we actually changing an ordinance, a code?
No,
by
we're just
doing this?
allowing, like, I should have brought the ordinance with me. It was in your last packet. Like, in the last meeting when Patrick came up, the ordinance was, he actually had it in the packet. So basically, I want to insert this, that it's in the user agreement. You see what I mean? Like right now, the user agreement, they're not allowed to do that. So we want to get approval from the board. I put it into the user agreement, sign, everybody does what they have to do.
So
The ordinance says that the board can do that. So based on board approval, you can do that.
So before the next board, the second board meeting of April, does Kim need, she's going to get the user agreement reworded. It's going to go to you. You're going to take it to the last meeting of this month. They will okay it, hopefully, and then we're good to go with them, right?
Yep.
And
Kim, can I request that we work on a draft to make sure that we're good with our side?
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on drafts next week.
Okay, great.
Like I said, we have to get things to the board about a week ahead of time, so I'm moving and grooving.
Yep, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
We can put a placeholder on the agenda, and again, make sure that the board knows this has, reviewed by the attorney, and.
Attorney has all the user agreements.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to insert and shift.
Any more discussion or questions for Kim or Uta, or no? No? Down there? So we're voting on letting them put up banners, Ethel.
Well,
Good? All right, we're going to do this on a roll vote. Keith?
Aye.
Marissa?
Yes.
Kevin? Yes. Aye from me. Wendy?
Aye.
Ethel?
Aye.
Uta?
aye.
So moved. Motion carries. All right. Thank you. Did he leave?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Wow.
He's like,
Okay.
That confident.
All right. Next is discussion items. Anything for discussion? No. Okay, my report. Kim, you want to get up there with some flyers, and we'll make some announcements about this Saturday. I know this meeting's going to loop for the next 4 weeks, but if you're watching this live for the next couple of days, Saturday morning at 10 a.m., we have our annual Easter egg tradition coming. Marissa, I know you personally know the bunny, right?
Bunny will be there.
Bunny will be there. All right. It's $6 per person. You can register at grosealrecreation.com. A lot of you already have are signed up. There's 95, I believe, as of this morning.
I think that was our last count. But registration's we're just keeping that open. We can take 200. It's just when people pre-register, it does help us with product and so forth. So I went a little crazy in Sam's Club today, so we're all set.
Yeah, bring your own camera or phone to take pictures with the Easter Bunny. I had someone ask me if it was dog friendly, and I responded, because there are people with dogs outside. And I said, as long as the dog is leashed. And it is children and bunny friendly, yes. You're more than welcome.
And then the other thing,
Snakes,
when
rabbits.
kids do the egg hunt, we ask that they bring their own basket and bag so they can gather their eggs.
Now, how do you... I know what the prices are, because you did go a
Yeah,
little
we have
overboard,
two
but-
age groups. I usually divide the farm into 6 and under and 7 and above. So we have 2 sections for the egg hunt, so the big ones aren't trampling on the little ones. So I know egg hunt says it starts at 10 a.m., so try to arrive at 10. It takes me about 15 minutes to get all the kids lined up and ready to go. They're all anxious, so I'll probably be blowing the whistle about 10:15. Okay?
Where is the senior egg hunt?
That
60 and
has
over?
not been planned yet. You can join in. So, and we had a lot of calls. Is
Bring
there an
your
age
bucket.
limit? Absolutely not. It's,
Oh, I guess.
it's open to everybody.
Hey, Kim. What time do you want the helpers there to set up?
Builders Club 9:30 would be great. Everyone about 9:30.
and as of right now, we have 8.
Perfect.
So
I guess my question was, is there a special? I don't say what's going to be on it,
I can't say.
but there's special
They got to
eggs
wait
that they have
till
to
that
find.
morning when I had my blowhorn.
Okay.
There's some special eggs out there. So
All right. Okay, we're good with the Easter egg. Cinco de Mayo, which everybody laughed at the St. Patrick's dinner when I couldn't figure out what day Cinco de Mayo was on. It's literally the 4th, isn't it? Isn't that what Cinco means?
I'm like the
Thanks,
5th.
Marissa. I see you giggling down there. And Jenna, she texts me, yeah.
It's on the 4th.
Yes.
Cinco the 4th.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro,
No.
cinco.
It's
Cinco-
the 5th.
Cinco de Mayo is
It's
May
normally
5th.
the 5th. So
Oh, but it
4th be with you.
it says the 4th on there.
It does.
I know, but the luncheon is the 4th.
Right.
But the actual Cinco de Mayo is the
5th.
5th.
Well, then I
could
was
celebrate
just,
Star Wars,
I have the
too.
right to be confused by that whole flyer then.
you could do a Star Wars Cinco de Mayo theme. May the 4th be
May
with
the
you.
4th. So back by popular demand. Galindo's is in. New time on this one, it's at noon. We normally have our senior luncheons at 12:30. Talk with Galindo's, try to get some things rolled out. So I wanted to bump it up to actual lunchtime at 12 o'clock. So call us for reservations, and away we go.
Ethel, you're going to probably mention that too with the phone number and everything. All right. Voter safety class. This one gets filled up pretty quick too. So, Kim, you can take it away on that one.
Right now, actually, class,
Oh, it's
right now
free.
we're about 10, and I believe our limit is 50. We had a couple calls. Do you have to attend all classes to get the actual certification? The answer is yes. This is run by Bob Lang, who is certified with the DNR. We ran this last year, and it was full. And we also have a new location at the police department. So if you want your youngster to learn the water and boating safety and all those good things, this is a great class.
It's a
Great
free class, too,
And
I
it's
see.
free, correct. So
And now the big event. Oh, no, there's another one.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh.
This is something new through the Cornwall Health. I talked a little bit about it at the last meeting. We have a couple registrations for the CPR. That's on May 11th. We don't have any registrations currently for April 20th. And again, I don't want to bring people out of the hospital if we have no registrations, because everyone's short-staffed. So if we don't get at least 5 people per safety series, I'm going to have to notify them, and we will not be able to run those. But I think we have 3 or 4 for the CPR. So again, this is new. I'm trying to bring some more activity to our seniors on the island. The more knowledge they have, the safer they will be. So, but yeah, for these, you just call us and we put you on a list.
Well,
Okay.
and if I could just add, Medicare, CMS, and a lot of the insurance providers are putting a big emphasis this year on primary care offices doing fall screening and fall risk assessments on senior patients. And because it is a big and worrisome problem for seniors, it's these unexpected falls, not seniors in high school. You know.
Right, right.
Though some
Fall
of us
too,
were
though.
clumsy then too. But yeah, so this is something that I think the hospital is doing kind of to help the communities, help their seniors.
And that is the primary goal of the safety series. And they have about 10 more that they'd like to bring, but we're going to stagger them now and then bring some back in the fall. So I know summer everybody's running and doing their thing. So you'll see another set coming in the fall.
Was that posted on Facebook too, that one? Yeah, that flyer is. Okay, I'll send that to the
roll.
other.
Okay, Island Fest, June 2, 3, 4. You can go to GrossealIslandFest.com. The website is updated multiple times a week now. We've got amazing music entertainment from Phoenix Theory on Saturday night with the fireworks with VIP tickets available. We have Holland Mercy on Sunday afternoon. Friday we have Detour, which is an 8-piece band with male and female singers and saxophone players. And we have the beverage tent with beer, wine, and spirits. We have vendors coming in every couple of days that will be in the hangar. We've got all kinds of cool stuff. Amazing food trucks, and the carnival will be there all weekend long. The prices are $25 for wristbands on Friday and Sunday and $30 for Saturday. They are bringing in 2 new rides, and which are geared towards the older kids this year. So get ready. I know what they are, but I'm not allowed to say. So once again, if you'd like to be in the parade, which is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on Macomb Street, or if you'd like to be a vendor crafter or a sponsor, this is all run on sponsorships. Zero funding comes from the township or the taxpayers for this event. It's all done on private sponsorships and people coming down and going on rides and having beverages and buying food, et cetera, et cetera. There will be a car show on Sunday. I know I'm jumping all around here. I'll have more tweaked schedule for our May meeting. So Island Fest, June 2, 3, 4. Visit GrossealIslandFest.com for all the latest. Thank you. that does it for the rest of my chairperson's report. I want to thank our amazing commission, and I also want to thank the commissioners that do so much that are not sitting on this board or this panel right now, that do things on their own time as volunteers, and they help with things that we do around the community that the public really has no idea. So let's just keep that in mind. Thank you to all of you sitting here, and the one that's not here too. So that's my chairperson's report. Director Kim, you're up next.
Sure. I just want to welcome Justin Moores to our team. He was just hired as our new golf course manager. A lot of you know Justin. He does work at CVS, the big tall fellow with the dark hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was one of our Rangers last year, and Bob King was my manager last year. You guys all know Bob. He's traveling a little bit this summer, so Justin's going to take over the reins. He's got a lot of great ideas he's bringing to the course, sponsorships on the holes, those types of things. We're going to, leagues are starting to form. All the leagues are back, so that's positive revenue for the rec. And then we are open for walking right now. Our carts come in on April 24th. We will have a fleet of 20. I think we carried 25 during COVID because we had no bridge and that's all we could do. So, but we normally carry a fleet of 20, and that seems to be sufficient. If we need more, I can order more.
And how old do you have to be to drive one of those?
You have to be 18 to drive a cart.
With a legit license.
Yes, so that is the policy due to some things that happened on the course in the past season. So the other thing I post on social media, I am bringing back my previous aquatics director, Heather, to do a lifeguard certification class. She's coming up from Ohio, June 10th and 11th. I did post on social media. I got about 8-9 responses that people are interested. I don't want to bring her here without knowing the interest. So once I determine there will be a fee this year, the fees of the American Red Cross have gone up as everything has gone up. It's going to roughly be between $75 to $100. Anywhere else you go, you will see it for $225 and $250. So that's a pretty good deal. A lot of people ask if I'm hiring. The answer is yes. I do have a few positions in the pro shop. I believe I have 4 to 5 lifeguard positions open from staff not returning. I am looking for seasonal maintenance. That would be cleaning the parks, the swimming pool, kind of garbage, all those kinds of things. So all the positions are basically open. I am still searching for a camp director. Lots of calls on that. I'm going to give it about 2 more weeks. If I do not have a camp director nor counselors, I will make the announcement on social media about summer camp. So it doesn't look very promising. I've interviewed one wonderful young lady. She was great, but I don't think had all those qualifications that I need as a director camper person. So, and I'm not going to let her go. I'll find something for her to do. She was great. I'm like, you're staying with us no matter what. So if she's watching, she's great. And then the pool opens. Last day of school is June 15th, I believe. And
Shout out to Heidi in water aerobics. 'cause
yeah,
that's my
Heidi's
jam.
coming back. So, and yesterday we did meet with the Grosse Ile Grand. We have the first draft of all our summer programs getting ready for the paper. And again, the brochure has been converted to the paper, and we are the first rollout, I believe, is the second week of May, just so people know that all of our programs are going to be there. The junior golf, the swimming lessons, the golf pricing. But all of those things you can find online right now at grossehill.com under the Community Rec tab. I have updated everything on the website, and summer is here. Bring it on, I guess. I don't know what else to say.
And real quick, I just wanted to touch that starting June 22nd for 6 weeks every Thursday night. We've got our concerts booked for Water's Edge. We got an amazing lineup. I mean,
it's going to be a great summer.
So it's going to be a
yes.
great summer. So
Yep.
don't forget Thursday night concerts at 7 p.m. at Water's Edge.
And that'll be in the paper too.
Yeah.
We'll have all that information. I know people are anxious and calling, like the phone since I got back in the office. It's been nonstop.
Yes, yeah.
Everyone's ready to jump in the pool, and I'm like, wait, hang on, we're not there yet. So, but that's a good sign. People are, we sold about 15
Combo passes.
Combo passes.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign that the residents are staying on the island and utilizing the facilities, which is great. Again, I have not heard from the second round of Sparks money for the pool house. I am working with Derek with some COVID money possibly, and the bathhouse is pretty much at the top of the list. So we have the bathhouse, we have the playscape, we have a lot of things that, you know, we do not have the financials for at this time. So, but
I love that bathhouse. It has such character, and the smell's amazing. It's been there since I grew up.
I think it was 1961.
Was it?
I think that's yeah.
needs to go.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
the
just-
original bathhouse. And all of you know Trenton got all the money right next door.
Yeah.
They did, and they are tearing up their pool as we speak. And I'm like, I'm the one with the non-ADA bathhouse. I mean, it's so non-compliant that it's.
Theirs is pretty old too, though. You talking about the Kennedy thing over
Yeah.
there? Yeah, off of West Road.
Yeah, they've got.
Yeah, no offense, Trenton.
But it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not as old as ours.
Yeah.
No, but
Oh.
Saying.
And then also the, we're still out for bid on the fencing at the pool. I believe that's 2 weeks from now. I'll be opening the bids and bringing that back to the commission. And then we plan, and that may be, you know, pending on the timeline to get that done, whoever the vendor, the bidder is. We may end up doing that in the fall, and that's okay.
yeah.
We can make it through the summer with the fence, but just, you know, I'll be bringing a lot to you in the next month or two, so. I think that's it.
good. Any questions for Kim? All right, thank you. And Ms. Uta O'Connor, our Township Board Liaison report
All right, thank you so much.
that Tigers had on.
Tiger's hat on. Well, today at the hospital, we were all celebrating opening day because we couldn't be there. And, but quite frankly, I don't know if the Tigers scored enough goals to make it through
Goals? You
Goals?
sound like me.
March Madness. No, I'm clearly not a baseball person, but if you must know, it was on my husband's bucket list to see the Tigers play in Lakeland for spring training, and so last year we went. And this is my, and I have to show that I do support the team and wear it once in a while. So, go Tigers!
Yeah, grr.
Yeah, girl.
Oh, is that your
Yeah.
report?
So
Oh.
let me give the report. So as you know, at our last meeting, we, as a commission, recommended to the Township Board that they approve the Equestrian Center operating agreement. And it went onto the agenda on March 27th. It was a well-discussed, well-argued action item and ultimately was tabled because several board members had some points that they wanted us to try to renegotiate. I understand from the township manager that they had conversations with the operator and that the item will be coming back on the agenda on Monday, April 10. It's action item number 1. And we'll see how that goes. And I just wanted to let you know that was happening. That being said, I had a long conversation with a resident today, and I just wanted to, he kind of encouraged me to underscore some of what came out of that conversation to clarify for the community. Centennial Farm is not going away. Whether or not the Township Board approves this operating agreement with the Equestrian Center, that has absolutely no bearing on the existence of Centennial Farm. Centennial Farm was purchased with money approved by a millage of the township. And so it is my firm understanding that if anything were to change regarding the use or the availability or the ownership of the farm, it would take a vote of the residents and a majority vote of the residents to make that happen. But what I want to clarify is something the supervisor also said to me, is that we are not talking about leasing land here. We are leasing a facility that we own to a vendor, an operator, who can operate it. And so we have an obligation to the residents to provide public services for the properties and activities that they voted to have us provide. And so one of those is to continue operating the equestrian center. A lot of comments by a few members of the public were, well, very few people on Grosse Ile ride horses. And that is absolutely true. Most of us drive cars, ride bikes, etc. But the farm isn't there for us to ride horses. It's there for us to enjoy the ambiance of a recreational facility that has the horses available. The public purpose for the operator is to provide public lessons and support the public activities of the horses. But as you know, we have an animal shelter there. We book weddings, graduation parties, teas. We do all kinds of things there. And part of the reason residents come there is the ambiance of being at a horse farm, having horses to look at, to feel, kids to see. So I just wanted to remind a lot of people who may be watching or who are on our board, I'll be talking with them as well, that the Equestrian Center isn't just about providing riding lessons or selling horses or, boarding horses, but it's a big package that's part of what we want to do at Centennial Farm. Now, that being said, there were a small number of people at the meeting who left the impression that maybe the community doesn't like all of these public activities, these subsidized, public recreation type activities. So I think it's really important, the resident who called me today, reach out to us, come to our meetings, let the community leaders know that small minority doesn't speak for you. Let the commission know, let the township board know, let Kim know that you support the work that we're doing here, providing, there aren't many kids that play lacrosse, but we have a lacrosse team for those that do. Your daughter was a hockey player. My daughter was a rower. My son was a rower. Those aren't mass appeal sports. There's no pro market for rowers or women hockey players, per se. These aren't big time sports, but we provide those because we have kids, we have people who enjoy doing those things. So I guess this is my plea to the public to support your public programs and to let your leadership know that you support these public programs, these public missions, and because they need to hear that. They need to hear that these things are viable and important to the residents. Some of the things that I brought up at the board meeting that I think we should, as a commission, also consider is maybe creating a specific master plan, new master plan for Centennial Farm, where we have public meetings and we get people to come to those meetings with their outpouring of support and ideas like we have had in the past. To reinforce some of the things that we are currently doing or may want to do at Centennial Farm. We need to start thinking about the potential of maybe looking into putting on the ballot a maintenance millage for Centennial Farm. Not a programming millage, but a maintenance millage so that we can maintain the facility. Because the bottom line is whether or not we have an operator in the barns, we have to maintain those barns. Whether we have an operator in those barns, we still have to maintain the fields, the fences, the roads. All of that is still our responsibility, whether or not we have an operator and regardless of who that operator is. So that doesn't go away. So, that is one of the ways, and the resident I spoke to today, he kind of said, it's like, we have this situation where we can approve our own taxes because we're a township. We don't get a lot of money from the state. We are the smallest kind of government unit. But at the same time, by having millages, we can approve small amounts, big amounts for the projects that we as a community believe will add to our quality of life. Those are the intangibles. There's no return on investment, when it comes to something like that. So I gather the message, Mr. Chair, and
I
stop.
just want to know, when they gave us that property for rec to run and oversee, they didn't increase the millage and they didn't give us the funds to run that. My other comment was, do you remember when there was the horse stables over here? And was there a stable at the farm at the same time? I remember Mr. Duckett running this over here. I used to ride horses
That I
out of
don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
When we bought the farm, it started out very small. As you know, the pole barn that the rec building is now in was really just a pole barn.
Right.
And we started out by building that into our rec building because, again, our rec program was just basically one man and one secretary.
Right, yeah.
The millage for rec really only supports staff, not so much programming in that regard. You make it stretch, but it's basically so. And then we added cell tower revenues to support the farm.
And I guess I got a call a couple of days ago because word on the street is all about the farm right now, right? Well, the chicken coop needs some attending. And I was going to call you about this, but since we're on camera, and we love the Herb Society, and we love the garden club, and we love the little garden they have out there. But now it needs sanded, it needs painted. There's some nails that need to be put in. Someone came back with a quote to me of $8,000 to do that. I says, we don't have $8,000 to invest in a chicken coop. How many of you know there's a chicken coop at the farm? There is a chicken coop out there. I was all for...
It's attached to the children's garden,
Right.
next to
So
the
I'm
animal
thinking, and I talked with Keith and a group of people, maybe we can turn this into a community event and get some people like we did with the Playscape in 1991 or whatever the date was, and get, allegedly, and get a community group going for this. Because when does it stop draining the rec budget and become, I'm all for making our island, I mean, I've lived here almost 50 years, to make it beautiful, and what was the word you used, to have, we
Quality
love
of
going and
life.
seeing the horses running around. We love going to Sunrise Park. We love going to, but when does it's going to keep draining, because we have other things that actually make some money for our rec department, as in a marina, a pool, a golf course, or stuff like that. But we're going to be taking money, I'm just doing devil's advocate here, from those areas to put into that farm eventually, because stuff's going to go down
So, I don't mean to cut you off because,
good.
but I don't want to go down a rabbit hole
Right.
because we can. I'm not saying we can't, because we can. But right now, up to this point, we've always been able to skate by with what we've done and what we've had. That has changed, and we have Eagle Scouts that might need a project. Perhaps an Eagle Scout can actually organize the community event, right?
For the chicken coop.
For the chicken coop.
Yeah.
There are things that we can do ourselves that build community as we build our resources.
Absolutely.
So that would be a good thing. But then there's other things like, raising a millage and having a conversation about the value of that to the community. And it doesn't have to be a full mill. And I'm not even saying we would add it to the recreation millage, but we would do a separate, like we do for the bike path.
Right.
And the open space, we have separate maintenance millages where those dollars are earmarked specifically for those purposes. And I think that enables us to ensure that other funds will be available for the other things that we need to do. At the same time, the pool, the marina, the golf course, Centennial Farm are all, and the fields are all under our umbrella. So it is on some level not a problem if on occasion we have to go into funds earmarked for one group to move it if it's possible. But again, it's a challenge for us to be creative and to work with the community. Like, you have taken Island Fest out of the township budget, basically. In the past, the township would give a small amount, you know, 20 years ago, I think it was like $7,000 or $8,000.
1999, it was $35,000.
Well, and
they were
we've,
still coming in, yeah.
you've built this festival
So,
too
right,
into
yeah.
something, you know, an event,
Right.
literally. a
But it has
happening.
dwindled down, and now that we're making some revenue, our expenses have increased a lot. And we all know the price is going up on everything, so.
So I just want to lay out for you there that as your liaison, our mission is going to, you know, lead into that direction in the next few months or years. That those are, as stewards and trustees in a sense, these are things that we have within our power and our control to try to make happen. And so I'm very excited about doing that, and especially with this group, because there's so much energy and talent and expertise. The
you.
last thing I want to say is what I heard myself saying over and over to people as I was trying to win support for the operating agreement, is that there is a profound difference, and you cannot evaluate between commercial enterprises, commercial businesses, and what we do as a public municipal entity. And not only are the rules and the laws different, but the whole priority of the enterprise is different. And it's very hard to put a dollar figure, or as I was saying earlier, return on investment when it comes to quality of life. You know, you just can't say that that's worth how many dollars an hour or how many rent dollars, et cetera. So it's important that the public also realizes that when we make these arrangements with community groups and private businesses, we're asking them to work in a public environment, which comes with a whole different set of problems and obligations. And so we have to sometimes take less or give more, whichever way you want to look at it, if we want to continue providing a certain kind of service to our residents. And so
Thank you.
I have to be the ambassador, you know, not English 101, but, you know, Township Government 101.
I want to comment about the Eagle Scout project that you mentioned, because I was invited, all of us were invited, but I'm going to attend on Friday, April 14th. They're doing some presentations for Boy Scout Troop 1261. They are the group that did the boardwalk at the marina, and they also did the dog agility course. So if any of you would like to attend with me, I know I reached out to Wendy, and I think you're going to be out of town or something, but they asked if I would say a few words, so yeah.
I mean,
I'm just going to thank them now. They know that.
Yeah,
I thank
you
them all the
guys
time.
and
So.
ladies, yeah.
but the Scouts have brought so much, especially the Eagle Scouts. They've done work at the nature area. I remember back in the day when my mom was out there working on observation platforms. She worked with some Eagle Scouts. They did a fire ceremonial fire circle at the nature area that now you're going to be able to access because we've extended the bike path along that way. The stairwell down to Sunrise Park started out as an Eagle Scout project. So the Eagle Scouts have really picked up on that community spirit, and we've, I think, in turn been able to provide these young scouts with some real world experience in project management, right? So, I mean, that's a win-win.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Well, thank you, Uta. Is it good? All right, thank you. Commission member reports. Mr. Fuzinski.
Okay, I have a few things. So the windows in the Red Barn at Centennial Farms are getting ready to be replaced. We're going to replace the horse loafing shed next month. The apartment is being repaired. And as been talked over and over again, we are looking for community groups to come and help refurbish the chicken coop.
Yeah.
So if we can get some groups together to do something like that, I know I'm going to be talking to a group later on tonight and see how that goes. But a few other things. Kiwanis has the island cleanup on April 22nd from 9 until noon at the VFW.
And where do they pick up the garbage bags at the VFW?
Pick up the garbage all over. We will send you to areas to go pick up garbage. We'll have trucks going around, pick up the trash. Priority Waste is giving us a roll-off behind the VFW to collect everything in.
It's
So
April
all the
10th.
stuff on the side of the roads, on Macomb, up and down Meridian, up and down Grow, we'll have people walking around. So come out and volunteer. There's a sign up on our on the Kiwanis Facebook page, or just show up at 9 o'clock. When everyone's done at noon, we're having pizza. So
Focus on some of those wreck properties. Did I say that out loud too?
yes, you did. And the other thing, Kim, is there's a new Playscape grant for the Kiwanis that we're going to apply for.
Oh,
Nice.
All right.
nice.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
I'm not
Marissa
getting
Nicely?
Not getting any money.
So as Kim mentioned, the rec department is hiring, and we're trying to fill all our summer positions at the Water's Edge Recreation Facility. So on April 21st at the high school, from 10:45 to 12:20, so during their lunchtime, Kim and I will be there with applications for all of those positions, and we can set up interviews, talk more about the positions, give more information. So teachers that are looking for possible summer employment as a camp director, or students that would like to fill any of those positions for us this summer, come see me and Kim at our table at the high school on the 21st.
What's the 21st of April?
Yep,
That's a
21st.
Friday.
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Friday.
We'll have treats.
Yeah, we'll have treats.
Is it just you guys, or is it like a career?
Bribing
fair that's going on?
treats. No.
It's just me and Kim.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just for
Starbucks
rec.
gift cards.
And, yeah, and Kim, we should probably come up with a flyer that maybe we can give to
Backpack
Wendy,
flyers.
a backpack flyer
Yeah.
to send.
I
out.
have one, and I'm gonna get it. It's on social media. It's there.
Okay.
It's there. It's on
When's
the
the island
Facebook
cleanup, the
page.
27th?
Okay.
It is. It's blue and really cool.
It's the 22nd, the rain day is the
Okay.
29th.
Did it go in backpack flyers? Do you want me to send it to Robin?
I'll put
Well,
it next
it has
week.
to be
I'll put it
approved
next
by-
week. I got 3 coming in. I
Okay.
did 3 for, like,
Okay.
I'm current.
Are you good, Marissa?
Okay.
I'm good.
Thank you. Mr. Kevin Naso?
All I have while I was sitting there thinking of Patrick talking and Greg talking, after you go visit the lacrosse games on Saturday of Island Fest, Island Cup is going on as well.
Yep.
There'll probably be close to 80 teams playing soccer Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably 3,000-4,000 people actually be on the island. So they'll be there all day, or I think Friday it starts at 6 and Saturday all day and Sunday all day. So they'll be venturing over to the Island Fest as well. So
You see teams or people?
probably 80 teams. and
80
One
teams,
year we
wow.
had close to 4,000 or 5,000 people there.
And they estimate that how many people there. I remember Chief Porcerelli, when he told me at one time that they fly a drone over the parking lot and they would count the cars and they would estimate, and I get people wigged out here, 2.5 people per car, and it was like 15,000 people for the fireworks one night.
Yeah.
So, but everybody just be patient.
works.
Yeah, we'll make it work. It's going to be great. It's not going to rain. I did all my anti-rain dances and all that. So,
Right.
what?
You're never supposed to say that.
Oh, it's not.
Touch wood,
Don't say
please.
anything.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
We have
Well,
had hail at Island Fests, so.
What's the lamest, deadly
So that's what you got. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah,
I know this one's
bored.
going to take a while. Wendy Kearney, just kidding. With hers all typed out. Look at that professional typed out paper. Wow.
I don't have a lot, so. Okay, so in regards to the schools, and Kim, I sent you a text of thing.
I haven't.
But I mean, that's at the end, so, but it's not a lot. So last week was spring break, and then there is no school tomorrow for Good Friday. So a nice little break again. I just want to send out a big thank you to GIEF and the Music Boosters for their brand new band instruments and music stands for the 5th graders. This is a great way to expose our kids to band, and it's pretty much their first exposure. So we appreciate all the funding for that. And then a huge thank you again to GIF for providing a grant for all of our classroom teachers to receive the Orton Gilliam training. This methodology brings engaging multi-sensory literacy practices into the classroom that is connected to the science of reading. Our 5th graders recently completed the DARE program and celebrated with the graduation ceremony. So thank you to Officer Canterbury and the Groseville Police Department who make this program possible for our 5th graders. Today is, well, it depends on what calendar you look at, but today, according to mine, is National Paraprofessional Day. So a big thank you to our 14 parapros that are throughout the district. Coming up is National Librarian Day, which is April 16th, and the National Administrative Assistance Day, which is April 27th. So thank you to all of them. And then I just want to wish the wind ensemble from the high school of the very best of luck. They're actually going to states, and they'll be going to states at Brighton High School on Thursday, April 27th, and that starts at 3:10. So if anybody wants to go out and watch them, they'll be out there. And then, so this is the one I sent you. So Mother's Day is right around the corner, and a Schwartz gift card would make a great Mother's Day present. It's also a great way to support our class of 2023 for their senior all-night party. So if anybody's interested, they do come in increments of $25. And then it helps support the class. And then last thing I just want to touch base on is our island-wide garage sales coming up in May. May 12th and 13th. You can register online by going to the Groseal Township website. If you don't have access to the computer, you can always go to Township Hall and fill out the registration form. Margie has those. So if anybody wants to register, we'll be doing one in May and one in August. And that's it.
Thank you,
Hey,
Madam
Wendy, I have a question.
Yeah.
So how do we order the gift cards?
I can send it to you.
Please do.
Yes. If not, it's posted on Groseal now. It's posted on GITS and on Facebook.
I
But
haven't
yes,
seen it, but okay, thank you.
I can send that to you.
Please do.
Yeah, I will.
Garage sale? You are? You gonna sell your garage?
Oh.
Are you good? Thank you, Wendy.
And then Emma.
Student liaison, Emma.
All right, so we're still looking for parents on patrol. You get to wear a super cool orange vest, really cool. And then our NWA and M-STEP and PSATs are coming up in the next 2 weeks, I believe. And that's it.
So which schools are for parents on patrol?
Middle school.
The middle school, and that's because they need extra sets of eyes so you walk up and down the hallway.
And you do not have to have a kid in the district or in that particular school, but it's just a great way to come in, you walk around, you help out.
Sound a little aggressive there, girl.
Because we need people.
We need them. We need them very badly. So.
Yes, so.
Thank you, Emma. Miss Ethel Yops.
Thank you. First thing I'm going to ask the grandparents. There's still time to register for the Bring Your Grandchildren to the Easter egg hunt on this Saturday, April the 8th, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Centennial Farm. $6 per child. Visit with the Easter Bunny, prizes, refreshments, goodie bags. You can pay at the door and register online, if you can, at www.grosealrecreation.com. It's always a joyous event for the children and those who bring them. The golf course at Water's Edge is open. Rates have not increased from last year. Senior rates are for ages 55 and older. You can call the Pro Shop at 734-675-0777 for information, registration, and find out about leagues. Ongoing senior programs, Senior Fitness, Tuesday and Thursday, 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. at Centennial Farm Activity Room. This is a low-impact cardio movements, and you can use a chair if needed. Senior Chair Yoga is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. Centennial Farm Activity Room. Yoga for sitting or standing. You improve your balance, mobility, and flexibility. Cardio drumming is Saturdays, 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. Centennial Farm Activity Room. Low-impact movements, and you can have fun with music. For fitness programs, purchase a punch card. Seniors are $65 for 10 visits. Use the card to participate in any of the exercises at your convenience. Cards are available in person only at the Water's Edge Pro Shop. Aerobic walking is Monday through Friday, 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. at the Centennial Farm Activity Room. You walk to music with other walkers. $1 per day, $25 for 8 weeks. The Senior Citizen Club meets the second and fourth Tuesday of the month year-round at Centennial Farm Activity Room, 1 to 3 p.m. Refreshments, conversation, sometimes simple bingo, and a lot more, whatever turns us on that day.
Oh, my goodness.
It's for ages 55 and up, men and women. A time to relax and enjoy the afternoon. Meals on Wheels. Call the Wayne County Office of Nutrition to register. 1-800-851-1454. Transportation. Van transportation is provided by the Recreation Department for essential errands. It's available for those who have no vehicles or cannot drive due to medical reasons. Monday through Friday, 1 to 4:30 p.m. $5 round trip on the island, $6 round trip off island. Reservations are needed. 2 to 4 days prior is appreciated and preferred, at least 24 hours in advance if you need to wait that long. Reservations, call 734-216-4905 or 734-675-2364. Off-island boundaries are West Jefferson Avenue, Freeland Road, Allen Road, and Northline Road. The next senior luncheon is the Cinco de Mayo festivities, Thursday, May 4th, 2023 at 12 noon. Note the time change. It's 12 noon. Centennial Farm Activity Room, $10 per person. Food by Gallininos. Advance reservations, 734-675-2364. The caterers need to know how many to prepare for. And we have free transportation for this event. Reservations for luncheon and transportation, 734-675-2364. Come and enjoy the food and fun, a change of pace, and lots of smiles. The summer programs will be coming out soon. They will be in a special section of the Grosse Ile Grand newspaper. Be sure to keep these pages each month for reference. Updates and new events are also seen on Grosse Ile TV, Comcast Channel 12, WOW on Channel 10, and AT&T Channel 99. And I wish all of you a happy Easter. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethel. Ucha, you good? Yep. Kim, you good?
I just want to wish everyone a happy Easter and a shout out to my daughter, Kaylee. She is going to Michigan State, so just proud mama.
Yay.
I got a senior,
Go
got
green,
senior,
go white.
so I'm just a little happy.
I'm sorry, Keith, you got anything?
Nope, I'm good. Happy Easter, everybody.
Marissa?
Oh, happy Easter. I'll see everybody at the farm on Saturday. I am the Easter Bunny's handler, so I will see everyone there.
Oh, boy.
I get to wear my bunny ears.
Maso, you got anything? Good. All right, Wendy?
Happy Easter.
Emma?
Enjoy your extra long weekend, as I will, and enjoy your Easter.
Ethel?
Everyone have a happy Easter and enjoy this new weather. It's wonderful.
Oh, I know. And Ucha, you're good?
Yep, what they said.
I would like to remind everybody to help and volunteer for your community. I want to thank the Rec Commission. Don't forget to go to GroseIsleIslandFest.com. Do whatever you can. Go to Sign Up Genius. We got all kinds of slots. We're looking for help. I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. With that, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:12.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.